evening. Presented by our sponsor, Al Ajaz Jewelry and Cecil Fortaleza, the Sports and Leisure Department of Fortaleza City. This event is sanctioned by the AAP Professional Referee Association. Your three judges for this bout at Cateside are Guilherme Bravo, Pedro Ivo, and Liberto Domingos. And at the bell, your referee in charge of the action, Camila Albuquerque. So now, Brave Nation, Brave Combat Federation presents the Brave CF78 main event of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds in the Brave Super Welterweight division. Ladies and gentlemen, the officials at Cateside are ready. The Warriors are in the cage and they are ready. So now, for all the Brave Nation fans watching us around the world, and all those fans with us here live in Fortaleza, are you ready? Then let's see the war we've been waiting for. Introducing first, the first warrior fighting out of the blue corner. This man is an all-round fighter. He stands 175 centimeters tall and weighed in at 78.5 kilograms. With a professional record of 8 victories and only 1 loss, he represents Curry House and fights out of Panama City, Panama, presenting Vernon Ramos! And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a striker. He stands 184 centimeters tall and weighed in at 79.6 kilograms. With a professional record of 16 victories, 7 losses, and 1 draw, he represents Brazilian TKO and fights out of Curitiba, Paraná, Brazil, presenting Luiz Golden Boy Cado.
Listen to my commands. Keep the fight clean. Touch the gloves if you want to. Escutem meus comandos, mantenham a luta justa e toquem as luvas se vocês quiserem.
All right, Camila Albuquerque with the final instructions there. Main event, Luiz Cado in the gray shorts, Vernon Ramos in the blue. Elevated to the main event, super welterweight matchup, 175 pounds. Big opportunity here for both of these athletes.
Yeah, and there's that pressure. Ramos likes to just be on the front foot and make things difficult, make you react rather than be proactive.
Chopping away at that lead leg early.
Cado likes to throw heavy.
Wading forward with big punches there.
Yeah, he's not a point striker. He likes to try and take you out of the game early, and you know, as I said, he's very dangerous in those 4-ounce gloves.
Ramos snuck in a left hand there and then delivered to the leg once again. He's really going to work on the legs of his taller opponent. Cado wants to work from range. As I said, big punches there. Wades in a little tight. Ramos wraps him up, drives into the cage. You see Cado trying to frame away with that left arm, driving the forearm there to create some space. Reaching the knee up there as well. That will certainly be in play anytime these two are in the clinch.
Yeah, it's a massive weapon when there's a height difference between both fighters. It's so easy to bring that knee up and just catch your opponent in that position, but it was enough for sure to make Ramos want to separate.
Ramos continues to work on that lead leg. Already some redness there that you can see. Cado answers with one of his own. Puts a little more power on that one.
I'm liking the measured approach we're seeing here from Cado, because there's been fights where he's come out and fought emotionally, I believe, in the first few minutes and then maybe settled into his rhythm. But he's taking his time here. He's trying to pick his shots.
Yeah, great point there. Really nice rhythm early, lands a nice right hand there as well. Cado more of the knockout artist than what Ramos has shown thus far in his career, but knows there's no reason to rush anything. Big stage here, big spotlight.
Yeah, Ramos doing a great job of just staying on his bike and being elusive and peppering away with a variety of weapons.
Oh, the right hand landed clean there.
Yeah, that found a home for sure.
Almost came back with a nice kick to the body, but you're starting to see some damage on the face already of Ramos. Cado's been very accurate with those shots. As you said, not getting wild and overcommitting, but in a nice rhythm and scoring with the shots he does throw. Past the halfway mark of the opening round here, main event. Brave CF 78, in conjunction with Victorious MMA. Here in the wonderful city of Fortaleza. It's been a great host all week long. Nice left hand there for Cado. The Golden Boy has certainly found his range.
Yeah, he looks supremely confident here, and he's got that guard nice and tight. He's ready to just let the shots go at the perfect moment, but he is doing a great job of just waiting for the right moment rather than, you know, getting involved in a brawl. Nice high guard, he's staying safe even when Ramos steps in to try and land up top.
I think this is a very smart fight here from Cado early, right? Oh, the right hand drops him. Flurry coming now. Here comes the aggression.
The chin on Ramos, he got right back up and right back to business.
Oh, works to the body as well. Back up top with 2 shots. Beautiful combination work from Cado, who maybe wants to turn up the heat a little bit here late in round 1.
Impressively measured first round so far, or first 4 minutes anyway, for Golden Boy. Sense he's fully aware of the confidence that he has in those hands. He knows if he can time it right, he can take his opponent out.
Yeah, he's taking his shots, right? He's had some opportunities where he's landed and he's turned up the heat, but he immediately recovers, settles back down, stores the energy, doesn't open himself to any counters.
Yeah, I used the phrase fighting emotionally earlier, but he's doing the opposite of that right now.
That's right. Credit to him in this big opportunity. If there was a moment for emotion to come out, it might be when you've been elevated to the main event, but fighting intelligently right now.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Ramos has been forced to move laterally all round long, and you know, this is an exhausting kind of pace when you're on the back foot.
That leaping knee came up a little bit short, but the punch is behind it. Luiz Cado fighting brilliantly thus far as we hear the final ticks of round number 1.
Nice little switch kick up high and almost found a home, but yeah, he's kept Ramos guessing all the way through. And when you were facing a fighter who's stalking you like that, and the constant jeopardy of the power that you both know they have in their hands, emotionally it can be quite draining, as well as the physical exhaustion you're going to feel from having to constantly be moving. So, you know, it's going to be difficult for Ramos to maybe do this over the course of 3 rounds and try and find a way to create victory. He's going to have to come up with something a little bit different to get his opponent's respect, I believe, in round 2.
Yeah, you take a look at some of the replays there from the opening round. There was a nice left hand earlier on from Ramos. I mean, he does have his moments. He's threatening with power as well, but the overwhelming majority, as you see through these exchanges, and there was that little flash knockdown there from Cado, is just pinpoint accuracy, nice power. It said that leaping knee missed there, but the combination behind it. And man, he's just varying the attacks and giving Ramos a whole lot to think about. And as you pointed out so intelligently, just constant pressure, which is mentally grinding as well as physically grinding for that man, Vernon Ramos.
Yeah, let's see what answers he has to this puzzle as we go into round 2.
Will need to make some adjustments. As we said, wasn't completely overwhelmed. He's certainly in there in the exchanges, but the range is proving difficult for Ramos to navigate right now. And just the aggression and control of Cado really setting the tone in that opening 5 minutes. Nice combination work early as well. Simple 1-2, using the range to his advantage.
Ramos needs to start getting off first. He's allowing his opponent to dictate the pressure, dictate the pace, and throw shots, but this is much better now by Ramos. A catch and a takedown, and finds himself in top position.
Yeah, big opportunity here. Caught that kick, forced the action to the ground, nearly landed a huge right hand.
Strong
But he's
underhook,
on
deep
top.
half guard, switches for the knee bar, gets it, drives hips in,
Oh, you
he's
see there's the
extending,
tap!
and he gets the tap. Amazing display of jiu-jitsu by Luiz Golden Boy Cado.
How celebrates a great victory in the headliner. We'll take a look at the replay here. Just when it looked like Ramos was getting something going with working the top position, Cado switches underneath, gets the pressure on the knee, and you can see the tap there. Has to tap twice before Albuquerque gets there, but no doubt about it. Luiz Cado, the Golden Boy, after looking spectacular on the feet, gets it done on the ground. Brilliant submission win. And again, doing it in the main event, stepping up, being professional, making weight, and taking advantage of the opportunity that was given to him. Spectacular work from the Golden Boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, at an official time of 43 seconds into round number 2, referee Camilla Albuquerque called a stop to this contest, declaring your winner by submission due to a leg lock, Luiz Golden Boy Cado!
Quero ver quando ele fez, caralho!
Have fight-ending power, but for very different modalities.
Phil, Fajal wants to take his opponent's back. In order to do that, he's going to get dragged through the garden of pain right now.
And on the single, this is exactly where Fajal wants to take the fight. How good is the takedown defense of Luiz Cado? I'm going to say pretty good. But it's smart by Wilker Lemos. By Wilker Lemos, doing everything he can to take the fight where he feels he has the distinct advantage.
Brave Nation, Cado has what's called a running man stance. He's turned his hips sideways, spread his legs to make them so wide the opponent can't get his fingertips together well below the hips.
Doing a good job to frame off, and he's landing some nice elbows. Those elbows are legal. Good shot selection, and then a big knee into the middle. And a misconception people have about a position like this, it's draining for both men. Wilker Lemos is expending a lot of energy trying to get the takedown, while Luiz Cado is expending a lot of energy trying to defend it.
Absolutely. If Cado relaxes for a split second, he's going to be on his back, and a split second later, Fajal is going to be all over that back.
Beautiful knees in the clinch from the former Brazilian Muay Thai champion. He needs to get that little bit of separation, trying to fill the space in between them with big knees. Has to be smart with the distance here. Oh, beautiful shot to the body.
Nasty shot downstairs, Brave Nation.
But Wilker doing a good job of firing off the jab.
Fajal just a little wobbly, Phil.
Again, pinging that jab is Lemos. Luiz Cado, he's trying to find that one big hitter quitter.
Phil, Fajal does not have his legs underneath him.
The shots from Cado are just coming out a little bit harder. He's telegraphing those takedown attempts. But again, he's doing a good job behind the jab. I'd like to see him follow that jab up with something. Oh, beautiful uppercut from Cado. He's catching Lemos here at will.
This is the garden of pain I was referring to. In order to get in close, in order to get him down, he's going to eat a lot of shots.
Oh, that's the 1-2 from Cado. And I like that he's not smothering the work. He lands a good stiff 1-2, stands off, reassesses, looks for the gaps. And on the takedown now, Lemos gets it. Guillotine attempt here from Cado. Our men a little bit harder to finish traditionally. Has that guillotine guard.
A little harder to finish from half guard than from full close guard.
Use it to try and sweep or work back to his feet. Oh, fight's over!
I'm not sure what we saw.
I don't know if he went out or was...
Not allow it. Fighters are very shortly going to be there exchanging pleasantries. They're very shortly going to be gathered. Center cage. Being directed to center cage right now. And then the roaring lion will roar, Brave Nation. He's going to tell you the official ending down to the second.
Another exciting battle inside the Brave CF 73 LFC cage. This bout comes to an end at 2 minutes and 43 seconds of the first round. Your winner by guillotine choke, Luiz Golden Boy Cado.
Here we go, Brave Nation. This next war is 3 5-minute rounds in the super welterweight division. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 14 wins, 7 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 183 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 79.5 kilograms. Representing Evolution Thai and fighting out of Brazil. Put your hands together for Luiz Golden Boy Cado. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 14 wins and 4 losses. He stands 180 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 79.2 kilograms. Representing Parana Vale Tudo and fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Give it up for Luiz Felipe Diaz. Your referee is the Vanilla Gorilla, Aaron Wallace.
What the tail of the tape didn't tell you is I believe this is going to be a pure striker versus jiu-jitsu match. I cannot tell you who's going to win, but that's exactly what we expect to see from Luiz Golden Boy Cado. Lots and lots of striking.
He can be a little bit reckless, a little bit overly exuberant with the strikes. Can leave himself open a little bit, leaving the neck out there. And someone like Luiz Felipe Diaz is going to be acutely aware of that, so Cado needs to mind his P's and Q's. He may swing a little bit wild, but if he connects, nice little short uppercut there from Diaz. Cado trying to find that one big hit or quitter nice and early.
Diaz showing shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. It is not a big looping shot.
Nice counter striking from Diaz. I wonder if he'll throw that uppercut again up the middle as Cado is coming in. He's throwing his shots a little bit wide and leaving the chin exposed. A nice sharp uppercut from Diaz could put an end to the fight.
Diaz's chin is about a centimeter too high.
I think he needs to tuck that a little bit, look through the eyebrows a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
He's doing a good job of just rolling with the punches and forcing Cado to miss incrementally. Is moving back in a straight line though. If Cado becomes aware of that, he can chase him down with 2s and 3s, potentially even 4s. As I say, these guys have a combined 23 finishes between them, 16 in the very first round. Big leg kick from Cado.
Brave Nation, what you're seeing with those low kicks, the kicks to the calf, is part of the evolution of mixed martial arts. It's probably the biggest brand new technique in the last 36 months or so. Has been around for about 15 years, but now everybody is throwing what you just saw there. When that kick lands on the, and you saw it coming back, when those kicks land on the calf, the third time it happens, those legs are compromised.
Those leg kicks coming with a little bit more venom. And there's a nice short shot from Luiz Diaz. Those leg kicks are coming from Cado with a little bit more venom. Great shot to the body. You can already see them marking up underneath the elbow, that side portion of the midsection. But potential guillotine here, arm-in guillotine for Cado.
Can't say I was predicting that one.
Oh, nice short elbows. These are legal. They're hitting the point of the ear, forcing Luiz Felipe Diaz to change head position. And he's eating big elbows here, Carrick. They are not pleasant. Does enough to get space. May try and dig in for the underhook here, Mike Cado, pushing the head down.
Brave Nation, that elbow, if it lands right behind the ear, can have a completely disorienting, destabilizing effect on the opponent's equilibrium.
Just to reinforce to those watching, a shot behind the ear is entirely legal. Sometimes there's a misconception, it's the back of the head. Takedown from Luis Felipe Diaz. Might give up the back here.
Excellent stand-up, appears to be a reversal.
Oh, trying to step over. May need to sit through. Could end up in half guard here. Nice work from Cado again, pushing the head down. May try and break away. Beautiful work to get back to the feet, and you wonder how much energy was expended by Diaz. Good defense, good solid hips and sprawl. Needs to be careful of the choke here, potential for a darce.
I don't want to say it's impossible, but the odds of that man tapping to a darce are very, very low.
Has only been submitted once.
A little bit of fatigue. There's a little bit of fatigue showing, Phil.
He hit a huge shot there. Cado needs to break and step off, but it just falls pretty much into the mount position now. The half guard.
There's time enough now to end this fight.
Separation, huge elbows. These elbows are landing huge from Cado.
Referee's watching very, very carefully.
He is finding gaps. 25 seconds with which to work.
Going for a submission, probably not what anybody wants to do at this point.
Little bit of time left just for Cado to put an exclamation point on the round, and oh, little shot to the back of the head here.
Brave Nation, we're likely to get a replay. What you want to look for is, did a strike land? Imagine a cell phone. Put the cell phone on the top of your head. Run it straight down your back. No elbow can strike where that cell phone would go. You can also think of it as being a mohawk. Somebody's got a mohawk.
Chuck Liddell.
Chuck Liddell. You're fighting Chuck Liddell. You cannot hit him where he's got hair on the back of the head.
And just as we thought, Felipe Diaz ready to go. Only a couple of seconds left in this round. Of that. Yes, there was an illegal shot. All protocols were followed to the letter of the law. The Vanilla Gorilla knows the score. Second round, here we go. There's not going to be a touch of the gloves to get us started, Carrick.
There is not. Golden Boy has a plan right now. Standing, punch, and kick the opponent.
Oh, both men throwing heavy. I think Diaz got, or Luis Felipe Diaz got off a little bit quickly there.
Cado's going to be striking from standing, and if he gets it down to the ground, he's going to be striking on the ground.
Luis Felipe Diaz looks incrementally more fatigued than Cado. Very much a kickboxing fight in the opening stanzas of this. Oh, just shy with the uppercut was Diaz. And again, it just shows in mixed martial arts with these little gloves. One shot on the button and you're in trouble.
Brave Nation, those of you who are fans of the sweet science,
he's wobbled.
Different. He is a little bit wobbled. It takes about 5 seconds.
Oh,
get it back. It's over. There's no way this fight is going to go on, Phil.
Has the guillotine choke. We wonder just how quickly Diaz can recover, but what a shot from Cado. Great work by referee Aaron Wallace to let the fight continue. Less experienced of referees would have jumped in there, but great work from the Vanilla Gorilla.
Brave Nation, when you get hit to the body, it is cumulative. It hurts a little bit, and that hurt is going to stay with you. When you get hit to the head, it's temporary. You can feel completely disoriented, but you wait 5 to 10 seconds, and you are right back to normal with no ill effects.
Now, here's where it gets interesting. Cado has to be incredibly careful here not to hit the back of the head.
Inversion, looking for a knee bar.
What a transition this would be. Trying to hit the knee bar is Luis Felipe Diaz, but the difficulty with the knee bar is you have to commit both of your hands to it, which then in turn leaves your head exposed. Nice work from Cado, just keeping the hips heavy.
We've got an inversion now.
And what I'd like to see Cado do is kick that right leg right back, break that grip of Luis Felipe Diaz. He may try and triangle his own legs here. But right now, Cado seems safe in this position.
Cado's having to expend quite a bit, Diaz is having to expend quite a bit more energy in this position than his opponent is. We got a quick little stand up.
Personally, I would have liked to see that play out just a little bit longer, as had Cado broken the hold of Luis Felipe Diaz, he potentially had an arm triangle.
A little bit of an oblique kick. Oblique kick's one of the kicks that's made its way into the sport about 10 years ago. It's a kick directly into the thigh.
Nice straight shot, then rolled out of the way to Cado, and you wonder just how depleted the gas tank of Diaz is after that big shot. Did eat some heavy ground and pounds in round one as well. Cado now taking his time, just trying to find the shot. His corner calling him on.
Phil, Luis Felipe Diaz doesn't look quite right to me.
I think he's still suffering the effects of that knockdown, that huge shot. Cado going low with a lot of kicks, may end up going high. The shots are just coming a little bit more labored from Luis Felipe Diaz.
Brave Nation, one of the unknowns of a fight is always injuries. It's a fact that all fighters fight injured every single fight. The only question is how much. You see a fighter gas out in the first round, you wonder if there was some problem in their training, a knee, an ankle, a hip, that prohibited them from doing the cardio they needed to do.
Cado just picking his shots now. Diaz trying to hit the counter, but as I say, just coming a little bit more labored. Fatigue may very well have set in for Luis Felipe Diaz. And he just ate that leg kick instead of checking it.
Luis Felipe Diaz does not look right.
Hands are low, he's taking big deep breaths. If you're in the corner of Cado, just tell him to up the frequency, throw at 60%, but throw volume. And that will present the opening. Oh, another big shot, wobbly legs. Oh, another big shot. Aaron Wallace may save. And on the takedown, big heavy hips from Cado.
Mistake, Phil, for Golden Boy to try and turn into a grappling match at this point. Wants to separate, get back up to standing, land 2 more big shots, and it could be over.
From Cado, and he really needs to turn it up just a little bit. Take the fight now to Luis Felipe Diaz, and if he can turn it up, he's looking at a finish. Oh, huge shot! That's it!
It's all over!
Beautiful shot from Luiz Cado. Fair stoppage. Fighter safety is paramount. He ate too much damage. trying to protest the stoppage, but that's potentially a little bit more prideful than it is anything else. But that was a huge shot from Luiz Cado, who now gets his first win in Brave Combat Federation.
All right, Brave Nation, this bout comes to an exciting end as referee Aaron Wallace stops it at 14 seconds of the third round. Your winner by TKO to the strikes, Luiz Golden Boy Cado.